Okay, so I recently came across an article from Automaton by Amber V and figured I'd give some thoughts on the information. The link to the article will be in the description. So based on a recent shareholder Q&A meeting, it seems like Sega and by extension Atlus seem to be in a good place right now. On the Atlus side of things, Persona 3 Reload released earlier this year, then Metaphor ReFantazio releasing just last month, both having gone on to be Atlus's fastest selling game at the time of their releases, and Metaphor being nominated for a Game of the Year award. That's an insane achievement to release your fastest selling game near the beginning of the year, and also do that again at the end of the year. Then on the Sega side of things, Sonic X Shadow Generations released a couple weeks after Metaphor, and also seems to be doing well, with the Sonic 3 movie coming out in a month and having tie-in DLC included with Sonic X Shadow Generations, with all the previous games listed and more selling over 1 million copies. So it seems like Sega Atlus had a pretty good 2024, and I'm hoping that momentum carries over into 2025, as well as with the new projects coming from both companies. Sega has also called the acquisition of Atlus one of their most successful M&A deals to date, which is pretty high praise, but also not wrong. To provide some more context, Index Corporations, the former parent company of Atlus, went bankrupt in 2013, which led to Sega stepping in and acquiring them the same year. And while it seems like early on in the period of being acquired by Sega, and into the first few years of the pandemic that Atlus was struggling to turn a profit, the long term of the investment seems to have paid off, with that acquisition leading to a lot of the games being multi-platform releases when they were originally console/platform exclusives, such as your Shin Megami Tensei 3s and 5s, or your Persona 5 Royals. Especially with the release of these heavy-hitting games like Persona 3 Reload and Metaphor ReFantazio, Unicorn Overlord, as well as SMT5 Vengeance being multi-platform and being accessible for PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and sometimes Nintendo consoles. It definitely does seem that Sega acquiring Atlus really has paid off, and both companies seem to be succeeding so far. As a fan of both companies, I'm rooting for their continual success. I've been a fan of Sega games, especially Sonic, for as long as I can remember, and been a pretty big Persona fan since about 2012, when I first played Persona 3 FES. So for both companies to be doing well and be on a streak of making some really great games makes me happy, and I'm glad more people are able to experience them. The games are succeeding due to their high quality, as well as Sega publishing the games on multiple platforms for more accessibility. I want them to succeed, especially when I think that they're doing so many things that are right. This might sound controversial, but I enjoy playing good games and hope I'm able to play more of them. I'm hoping that this will continue with Persona 6 or Metaphor getting a sequel, or at the very least another game in that style. Or even Sega being able to make more games like Shadow Generations that are able to succeed by expanding upon the original game and mixing the elements that work together well. Maybe the next Sonic game will maintain the momentum and the approach that was taken when making Shadow Generations. Hopefully we'll get more good games in 2025 and beyond by both Sega and Atlus, experimenting with their current IPs as well as making new successful IPs. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and until the next one, take care.